At Forever Paws Animal Shelter, our mission is simple: place these valued animals in loving homes. Forever Paws Animal Shelter, giving animals a new leash on life.
Okay, it's winter time in the house. I've got to protect my guitar, so I'm trying to fix this thing. This is an Aprilaire humidity controller, and we just moved into this house like a year ago, and I have no idea how this thing even is supposed to work, so we're going to figure it out. I know that there's a manual online, so we'll check this out. Right now I'm measuring the voltage with the switch in the on position, so if I turn it all the way this way, it should be all the way on, and it switch seems to be working because it takes all the voltage. If I turn it off, you can hear it click right there. But if I turn it all off, then I get about 30 volts AC at that point. So the switch is doing something, but it doesn't appear to be switching anything on downstairs. So we're going to see if we can't fix this thing. Here's the utility room, and the unit is back here. It's kind of hard to get to. There's not much space, but it gets its water off of this tap. That's the hot water tap. So it's getting it off the hot water tap. I wouldn't have guessed that, but anyway, it is. And there's the unit right there. Okay, hit the button. Okay, so something is being switched. You can hear it. This is the drain coming out of that. But here's where the water goes in. There is some kind of solenoid or something. I think that's a solenoid. What is that? I need a flashlight. I need a flashlight. I also need to get into this unit. This is a model 550. Geez, that's just what? I mean, they're actually using the power cable to prop up the drain pipe, and the drain pipe's not even lined up. So let's see, what's up with this? How do you get into this stupid thing? Maybe, I think I'm gonna have to get a screwdriver and try to pry this off. No, there we go. There we go. There we go. What's going on here? We've got some mold or something. What's this? Is that mold? Sure as hell looks like it. We've got a filter here and not much else. So this will be the water line. This will be the water line coming up. And what'll happen is, okay, I see what's going on here. The water should drip into this. This might be why our respiratory situation isn't great right now, because this thing's kicking on a lot and it's not humidifying this house. Okay, this thing is completely bone dry. Nothing is getting up to this point. So this line that's coming down here, this white line, goes into there, and it's getting nothing from this side to that side. That's some kind of little regulator valve that will kick on and off depending upon where you set the you know, not the thermostat, but you know what I mean, where you set the setting upstairs. So I am guessing that little valve right there needs to be replaced. So yeah. And then this right here, this needs to come out for now, because this is probably just making us sick. Look at this thing. It's just full of crap. It's hard to see right now because it's just completely full of crap. But okay, I'm gonna put the camera. I gotta take this clip off of here without breaking it. I don't want to buy more parts than I have to, but this thing should just clip off of here. So I'm gonna take this off. I'll take this filter upstairs, see if I can't clean this out. Yeah, and also that would explain why our AC 30 volts disappears whenever we turn the switch on, because that 30 volts is probably just being grounded out right there. It's being shorted, I'm sure. Okay, here's this filter. I brought it upstairs and put it in the sink so we can get a little better look at it, but you can see what I mean. This thing is full of like calcium and just it's just, you know, I don't know what this thing is supposed to look like new, but it's probably not supposed to look like this. Just dust and calcified mineral deposits. And there's my daughter crying. It's just spilling out of this thing. And look, it's here on the bottom, it's just all caked on there. And this is the drain. And it's just caked. You can see it's just all calcium deposits. Okay, so my power had gone out, and you can see I just got it back 11 minutes ago by my flashing clock. This is kind of interesting because you have two different clocks here, so that one will record how long my power's been back up, which has been 11 minutes, and this one records when it went out, which is 5:21 minus 11, so it was about 5:10 a.m. So, yeah. Power's back, and now I can do some work. I have got to get, it's 62 degrees in here, so the temperature fell from 70 down to 62, which is not bad, actually. That's a pretty good test of my my insulation that I had done. But yeah, let's see. I have this solenoid that I bought. I think I got this thing solenoid on Walmart.com. I've also got a big pack of 6 filters, so we're going to put some filters in there, and yeah, let's get to it. Okay, I got my filters here from Amazon, and you can get 6 of these things for 46 bucks. That's about the cheapest I found them, and I figured why the hell not, I'll go ahead and get 6 of them. So okay, so this is what one of these is supposed to look like brand new, and you can see it's got some of that white stuff. It looks like already there, but it's not. That's just layers of the filter. But all that stuff that I thought was like sand up here, that was the crap that had been filtered out of the water line. Alright, so I've got the old solenoid unhooked from the power and got the wires dangling here. I just want to make sure that these that the power is still on to this point here. Let's see. Yes, it is. And it looks like I may end up having to replace this valve too, but we'll see on that. That bit. Yeah. Now we are getting water, but I think that might have been water already in the line. We'll see. I hope it doesn't shoot everywhere. Nope. Okay. Let's see how bad this is. I'm gonna turn the tap on here and see if we get anything at all out of this. So far we're getting nothing. See, so I loosened this all the way and nothing happened here. So I'm gonna have to figure out why we're getting nothing. I'm thinking this is probably rusted inside of this valve. I might need a new valve also. So this is turning into more fun. So I'm gonna have to shut the hot water line off at some stage a little further back. Hey, sweetheart. Yeah, this little panel, I think this is the... See, I've only been in this house for about a year, so I think it's in that panel right there. Fudge. This is... okay.
At first, Littlefoot could only think about his mother. He hardly noticed his uncle.
Okay, so that's all the way tightened in. I'm gonna check. Let's check some water here. Okay, I'm gonna leave this faucet running. That's gonna drain everything out of the lines. This is the lowest faucet in the house. So that should drain everything out. This is even lower at this point than the thing I'm working on, so hopefully it'll drain all that out of there. Okay, so here's the valve that I took out of this thing. Here's the stem, and it's not too bad. It looks like it would still be fine. This, however, is getting stuck. There's a pin in here that drives against, and it's supposed to be, I guess it's spring loaded. You can see the pin in there. It's supposed to go down inside of this and stay, I guess. I'm not sure how these work, but you want to see the new puppy, Banjo? There's Banjo. Say hi, Banjo. Hi, Banjo. Hi, boy. Oh, your feet are cold. Oh, my God. Oh, your feet are cold. Okay, back up. No, 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 no. Don't eat that. All right, take him inside. Ivy's pitching a fit. Yeah, but I'm hoping I can refurbish this and not have to go to the store. It'll save me a trip. So I'm just going to clean all this up, oil it real good, clean that stem out, push this back through. Hopefully we can get this thing, you know, worked out so I don't have to go to the store, because I really don't want to go anywhere right now. It's starting to, I don't know if you can see it or not. See if we can catch a couple snowflakes. It's starting to snow here. Okay, so I think I've got this thing relatively clean now. This was all just gummed up inside of here, so I have managed to clean that up pretty well. I think the water pressure is actually what's supposed to press this pin back down. So there's water pressure in the line that will automatically go in when you open the valve. So now that it's open, I know that we should get water down, and I've already blown through the pipe, so the pipe is clear. So no problem there. Let's get this back on. Yeah, see, I don't like how this drain, because this is pushed out too far for this to drain properly, but I need that to stay right there. So I need to figure out something. This needs to be, it does need to be tied up, but just not with the damn, you know, not with the electric lines. It's pretty retarded. All right, let's go ahead and get this back in here. And we've got a little thing that this clips into. So that clips into there, like so. And this just sits here. All right, so that's good. So here's the new. Here's what we have. Here's the new filter. Got the line running up here, and that's what the filter's supposed to look like clean. I've got the solenoid hooked up. So what else? Let's see what I need to do. Need to find some way to secure this. I can do that at the end. This is the drain, and I've got that all cleaned up. It's much better. The pin is now moving freely, the valve pin, so that should be good to go. I think we're ready for a trial run. I need to make sure that the thing doesn't leak, so I need to get a second pair of hands to turn on the mains. Just looking for drips around the bottom and drips around this side, and also drips out of here, out of the stem. Okay, when I was moving this around, or where is it coming from? Oh, it's coming from up here. No, it is coming from there, isn't it? It is coming from there. Where is it coming from? Out of the side up here? No, it's coming from right there. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do something about the seal. All right, I gave up on that other valve and just went to Lowe's and got another one. These are saddle valves is what they call these things. It was about 10 bucks, 8 bucks, something like $9, I guess, whatever. We'll put this thing on. I think that's gonna take care of it. Okay, so there's that valve installed. I don't have it on yet. We're gonna try to open it slowly and see what's up. Then I'm gonna have to probably calibrate this, I would imagine, but we'll see. I'm not sure. Okay, water's on now, and I don't see any new leaks. It's not leaking out of there either, so that's good. I did have one little leak over here at the solenoid. I got a tiny drip. Other than that, that's workable because I can shut it off here. I can shut it off here and fix that drip over there. Okay, turn it on! There it goes. I think we got water. Do we have water? We got water, okay. We got water. All right, now that should fill up to down here, and it should drip into this basin and go out here when it's full. The thing is, I'm gonna have to make sure that my drain is also free. I'm gonna have to do something probably about that droplet as well. Okay, I think it's coming out now. Coming out there, it sure is, yep. Yeah, I'm definitely got to do something. I think what I can do right here is just put a magnet. I'll put a magnet right here, and that's going to hold this whole thing up. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'll just put a big magnet right there. How ingenious is that? All right, let me check and make sure my drain is clear. Yes, it's clear. Okay. Okay, so I've got this little droplet here still, but I didn't have any dope or tape to put on that. I should have grabbed some while I was out, but I'll get that later. I need some tape to put on that before I screw that collar on, because this side is brass and this side is PVC, so this one won't leak, but that one probably will just drip. But you can see we're getting droplets of water trapped in this filter, and I think that's how it's supposed to work. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to stick a magnet right there, and that should hold this whole thing up so that doesn't fall down off of there. It'll be better than it being held up by the electric wires. And if you're curious about where that power supply is coming from, if you followed that wire around this unit over here, you would come to this little transformer, and they've got this transformer piggybacked off of this box, and so that transformer is feeding this thing the 30 volts or whatever it needs, it looks like to me. Okay, so there we are. Cover's back on, and it is complete. Just to recap, we put a new solenoid on there. We put a new valve on this, and these are called saddle valves if you want to know. It's the same type of valve they use on ice makers, and as a matter of fact, I have one for my ice maker over there I need to hook up. So we may do that in another video. Also, what else? Clean the outer bit here, the cover, and also replace the filter. The filters are actually cheaper than you think. A single filter is under $10 if you buy them. You know, if you buy them in bulk, particularly, I got 6 for $46 delivered, so that's a pretty decent price. I probably will have to change that filter every time I change my HVAC filter also. So, you know, that would just be an extra thing that I do. In the summertime, I won't use this thing at all, so I might even actually get away with changing this annually, just one time per year. Probably when I start turning the heat on every year, I'll service this, make sure everything is ready to go. Also, this valve right here needs to be shut off at this point every year. Probably when the heat gets turned off, this valve should be turned off right here as well, and that's just going to keep this line from having water in it. It's going to keep that solenoid from having constant water sitting inside of it, and it should hopefully keep that solenoid from doing what the other one did. So what I might even do is just unhook it every year, unhook that wire, unhook the line, blow out the line, turn this valve off, and then I won't have anything at that point, and that solenoid should last longer if I do that. Let's see, what else? Yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you have one of these in your home, it's going to behoove you to service it and get it in operational order. If you live in any kind of climate where your heat kicks on in the wintertime, you're going to want one of these, and you're going to want to keep it running correctly. They have several benefits. It's going to keep the inside air from drying out. It's going to keep your guitars from cracking. It's going to keep your skin from cracking. You're going to have better respiration. Your whole family is going to feel better inside. Also, it's going to have the added benefit of your heat not kicking on as often, because if the air is moist, it will maintain its heat longer. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit subscribe down below if you have. Hit the bell to receive all notifications. And for now, we'll see y'all later.